Hey everybody, so I'm back. I have a new addition to the collection today. This right here to my right is the brand new Volvo VNL 670. It's one of the newest faces of Volvo. Just like the VNR that I introduced a short while ago, it too is made by the first gear modeling company. So there's a lot of, modeling wise, design wise, there's a lot that first gear and Volvo share together. A slight difference between the two you'll notice is the front end on this one is a little bit more like reminiscent of the outgoing like Volvo models. The new VNL 670 has a more like pronounced, I call it like a shark nose, where it's a little bit more like the front end is a little bit more set forward. So the air intake on the VNR is a little bit smaller compared to the 670, which goes back quite a bit. So focusing today on the VNL 670. Couple of things if you're familiar with the VNL 670 or 780 from before, there's a lot of lines that the 670 still shares. And I take it back, I've been calling that wrong. 760, 760. Sorry about that. 760. The VNL 760. Okay. Scale wise, it's the VNL and the VNR same scale, no difference. So what I think happened is first gear, they were able to share a lot of parts. The cab, the mirrors, the frame, wheels, tires are exactly the same. The 760 is extended a little bit, but a lot of same componentry. Just like any first gear, you're gonna have the standard opening hood, and you got your Volvo engine right in there. So no difference. Literally no difference. You do have real glass inside of the driver and passenger side windows. Again, they give you, well, they don't give it to you, but if you have like a old WSI or Sword model, here we go. Oh shit, first time. They give you like a little pick to open them up. So again, you get a fairly detailed interior. If you're really good with paints and you want to do a little scheme yourself, you just go in there and you can do it up. So let me see. I was trying to focus in, but that's cool. Yeah, it's pretty much gray on gray in there, so not a whole lot of color. The dials have a little bit of white painted on them, so pretty cool. The VNL 760. It's gonna take me a short while. 760 is again pretty much going the way of like the new face of Volvo. One thing that doesn't change is their like focus and determination on safety, like safety above all things. For example, Volvo, they're still one of the biggest manufacturers that they go for the Swedish impact test. One of the most stringent in the world. They still do airbags. They do a lot of mitigation, like crash avoidance. So a lot of high strength steel cabs. A lot of So a noticeable difference is the side windows have a little bit more of a upswept contour. There's a little bit more shapeliness to the upper roof contour. You really gotta, some cases you really gotta look closely because there's you know, the new 760 from all appearance sake is primarily aesthetics. I mean, there's changes inside the bunk, like for example, they're focusing on a new, you know, like bed system, where in the past most truck beds have been like, you know, for the most part flat, roll them out of the bag, just, you know, flat. But they're setting it up where it's almost like an adjustable, like sleep number bed. You know, the driver, you know, hit the setting, the bed reclines. It has a lot of neat luxury features. The side extenders, they stretch out a little bit farther. You know, again, that's for like aerodynamics and everything. And there's rubber, like painted rubber on the bottom, which, you know, closes up those like pesky air gaps where fuel efficiency could be lost, in other words. The upper skylight right here, I think is like a little bit bigger, not too sure. So let me turn this guy around. Oh, right. Okay. So again, basic first gear, not too much difference. Unfortunately, the little light system fell off today, but I'm not gonna trip over it. If anyone asks, these are the lights right here: reverse, brake, drive in, brake. Of course, you got your hoses, your grab handles on the sleeper. Don't know quite what this wishbone looking piece is, though. And I'll find out. No worries. So let's see. Yeah, you got your 7. There we go. I got it right the first time. Your 760 badging right on the door. And I want to say it's in like an onyx blue, onyx gray colored. I got this one because it looks directly out of the promotional video. So like, yeah, I gotta have that like onyx, onyx gray, onyx blue. So white side marker lights, just all around a good looking model. You know, when I first saw the 760 model, it was in a 1/87th scale, and I thought, oh man, I want it, but I don't want to make the sacrifice of having like a tiny little deal. And then I saw this guy. It's like, yeah, it's, you know, uber sweet. So damn, I already kicked it up to 750. So anyways, check it out online if you like. Pick one up if you want. They're only about like 66. Not a bad deal for what you get. So with that, you guys drive safe and take care.